Many of you might have heard of the game Friday Night Funkin. It's a rhythm-based game that's similar to games like Parappa the Rapper or even Dance Dance Revolution. It's honestly the game that grew my channel, and I enjoyed making content on it for years, but this game is slowly dying and there's only one way to save it. This is the rise and fall of Friday Night Funkin. The popular video game Friday Night Funkin was created by a man named Cameron William Taylor, also popularly known as Ninja Muffin 99. No, not that ninja. Anyone know what happened to this man? He went from looking like this to this in the span of 2 years. Alright, anyways, enough getting off topic. Friday Night Funkin' would eventually be released on November 1st of 2020. The game didn't release with all the weeks at once. The game slowly got updates over time, but let me give you a quick rundown of each week. Week 1 features a character known as Daddy Dearest. Yeah, interesting name, I know, right? Week 2 features the characters Skid and Pump, which isn't actually originally from Friday Night Funkin'. As you may know, they're from the series called Spooky Month on YouTube. Which, by the way, is like a really good series. You should go check it out. Anyways, then next we have Week 3, which has a character called Pico. Pico is originally from a game called Pico's School. Pico's School was created by a man named Tom Fulp in the year 1999. So yeah, this is one of the more obscure characters. In Week 4, we are introduced to the character Mommy Mirrorist. Nothing too special here. In Week 5, we got a Christmas theme, and Mommy Mirrorist and Daddy Dearest are both in these levels. But honestly, this is one of the more forgettable weeks. I completely forgot this existed while writing the script for this video. In Week 6, we get the character Senpai. This week was praised for its stunning sprite work, and it's really cool to see something unique being introduced. And eventually the character turns into this. Yeah. And last but not least, we have Week 7, which is easily one of my favorites. It released on the 18th of May, and this is where the problem comes in. It released on the 18th of May, it's been over 1 year, and the game still hasn't been updated. We'll get more into that later though. Merchandise. Many of us cherish our merchandise from many games, movies, or TV shows. Merchandise is what helps us support the creators and show our love for the series that they've created. But there's one problem with Friday Night Funkins. You see, Friday Night Funkin' got a Kickstarter which ended up raising over $2 million. This would give us some really cool additions to the game. For example, at $85,000 we would get a mobile port, at $665,000 raised we would get online multiplayer, and at a whopping $1,865,000 we would get a 10-week epilogue. And the problem with that is it's been over a year and not a single thing on this chart has happened yet. But stuff like new customizable characters and new weeks, you don't need money funded for that. Modders could literally do that in a week and you guys are still here taking a year. Obviously you're gonna need money to fund online multiplayer and mobile ports, I get it. But the other stuff, not so much. Obviously the Friday Night Funkin' team is not just gonna ditch after they made $2 million, showing how passionate people are for the project. But they're either working way too slow or just slowly stopping to care. We actually got a ton of knockoffs of Friday Night Funkin' merchandise, such as these like really funny looking figures and this hideous plush. But we did get some official stuff too. If you were able to raise enough money for the Kickstarter, you would get some really cool merchandise, such as official tapes featuring the OST from the game, which is really cool. I wish I could have snagged myself one of these. Just look at the art on them, it's so nice. We also got some pins and stickers. A lot of people didn't receive their rewards until like a year later. This is a big issue and it really shows how slowly the team is working. Luckily, we're still getting that Nendroid figure though, hopefully. And with the team working this slowly, it obviously would bring the game to eventually die over time. But the developers didn't have to worry about that, and here's why. Mods. Yup, mods. These were really popular within the Friday Night Funkin' community. We ended up getting them so often that it kinda got overwhelming. But anyways, one mod that got really popular was the Sky mod. There was a ton of controversy surrounding this mod because the character Sky, who is 12, is fanboying and crushing over the character Boyfriend, which is 19. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking making this mod, but you're about to see that this is a very common thing with Friday Night Funkin' modders. Another example is the creator of the Friday Night Funkin' HD mod known as Coulson, which harassed a cancer patient. Then the creator of the Sonic EXE mod, Sir JC Hyena, was called out for being a groomer. The creator of the Versus Bob and Boston mod, Umar Ultra, was also called out for the same thing. So yeah, obviously this led a lot of people to leave the Friday Night Funkin community. Not only were we not getting updates, but almost every fan was getting cancelled. Hopefully one day we can get some more updates so more people could be introduced to the series. And hopefully these new fans end up enjoying the game as much as we did. Also, only 1% of my viewers are subscribed. If you could subscribe, that would be amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.